Stop! There is nothing wrong with your device. Do not attempt to adjust your screen. We are controlling the input and output of this program. The hands on the clock are gone, and the hustle and bustle of busyness no longer exists. So take a deep breath and exhale. You are about to cross over into the timeout zone with Dr. Toni, the self-care doctor, for some me time. Here, there is no addiction to hurry, no stress or worry, no strain or pain. Anxiety turns to relaxation, and exhaustion gives in to meditation. Here is where you can just be. Journey weekly with Dr. Toni as she promotes balanced living through information and inspiration while reminding you of your status, that you are a VIP, a very important person in the timeout zone. Remember, take care with self-care. If not you, who? If not now, when?
Hi, I'm Dr. Toni, the self-care doctor with Take Care with Self-Care. Thank you for joining me here in the Timeout Zone, our weekly segment of hot topics. The hands on the clock are gone, and time has stopped so that you can take care of yourself. The hot topic for this week is grandparents taking care of grandchildren, a labor of love. Now, many grandparents who have already taken care of their children find themselves taking care of their grandchildren. In the season of their lives in which they could be traveling and doing a number of things that they had planned on doing, they have made the sacrifice to put that on hold so that they can take care of their grandchildren. Now, there are various reasons why that happens. Sometimes the parents of the children are deceased, incarcerated, sick or ill, dealing with mental health challenges, drug or alcohol abuse, or sometimes just unable to maintain a stable home. And so the grandparent steps in to avoid their grandchildren being placed in the system, or at worst, being subject to abuse. But no matter the reason why grandparents choose to take care of their grandchildren, we know that grandparents have to take care of themselves too. Which brings me to the point of why we are having this session today. Are you a grandparent raising your grandchildren? Or do you know someone who is? If so, please share this video with them. Do you know that the U.S. Census Bureau has documented that 2.4 grandparents are raising their grandchildren? And of the 2.4, 50% of the children are 6 years old or younger. Also, 42% of those children are white, 36% are African American, 17% are Hispanic, and 6% are Asian or Pacific Islander or American Indian or Alaska Native. Slightly more than 50% of the 2.4 million grandparent maintained homes have both grandparents. 1 million have only the grandmother, and 150,000 have only the grandfather. And of the grandparents taking care of their grandchildren, 55% of the grandmothers and 47% of the grandfathers are 55 years or younger. Listen to this stat. 19% of the grandmothers and 15% of the grandfathers are less than 45 years old. What that tells me is that we have a lot of work to do in making sure that we secure the future generations. You see, the stress and strain on grandparents is great. The average household of a grandparent with only the grandmother taking care of the household is $19,000. It goes up significantly when there are both grandparents in the household. The average income is about $62,000. Unfortunately, some of the older grandparents are dealing with chronic illnesses and trying to figure out ways of maintaining their own health while they're taking care of their grandchildren. And most staggering is that 66% of the grandparent maintained homes are not only taking care of their grandchildren, but one or both of the parents of those grandchildren live in the home with them. Some of the older grandparents are taking on this, making this great sacrifice at a great cost. And so we want to make people aware that Take Care with Self-Care offers a support group for grandparents taking care of their grandchildren. So if you're a grandparent taking care of your grandchildren, or you know someone who is, please refer them to Take Care with Self-Care. In addition to support groups, we also offer one-on-one sessions just to help you figure out ways that you can maintain your own sense of well-being while you take care of your grandchildren. If any of this information has been helpful to you, we ask that you would please share it with other people. We want you to know that we also bring workshops to churches, organizations, and schools that may have a need to get this type of information. So in the meantime, if you need to reach me, please follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or on my YouTube channel. Until next time, remember, you are a VIP, a very important person, so take care with self-care. If not you, who? If not now, when? See you next week.